Y'all come on and spend the day with me. First things first, I gotta get these dishes washed from last night. Look over my polka dot pajamas. But I had to work last night at the local hospital, so I still had supper dishes that I didn't have time to get to from the night before. So, gotta get those done. Got some milk laid out for the pigs over to your right. Not all kitchens are aesthetically pleasing. Mine, in fact, is a working kitchen that never been known as the most organized person in the world. I gotta get all this hair pulled out of the way before I go see patients today. Andy, luckily, he takes care of the animals in the mornings, so I don't really have much to do in the mornings. Gotta get the kids ready to go. For those of you that may not know, I do work 3 PRN jobs as a nurse. I'm a registered nurse, been a nurse for 10 years. The PRN schedule gives me the flexibility to do what I do here on the farm. So I'm going to pick out what we're going to have for supper before I leave and stick that in the fridge. And out the door we go. Got to tell my dog bye. Tell her, have a chat with her to be good today. And we're on the road. If you look over to the right, you may recognize here in just a second. Right there's our potato patch that you've seen in previous videos. So, drop the kids off at my mom's, pulling out of her driveway, find me a good podcast to listen to. I like the Homegrown podcast. It was a real good one. The last one they had, very interesting. So, off to see patients for the day. Ended up getting home around 3 o'clock. And so, here I am again, washing dishes, finishing up the dishes I didn't get to this morning. I like to try to get all the dishes done before I start cooking supper, so that way I'm not so overwhelmed with the supper dishes. So if you're wondering where my kids are in these videos, they are out and about, running around outside somewhere. And yes, you did just see me put soap on that cast iron pan. That's part of my cast iron care. When my pans are seasoned real good, I don't mind putting soap on them. I think it helps keep burnt on stuff from sticking. Gotta wash my milk bucket because last night when I milked the cow, didn't have time before I went to work to wash it. I just checked my tadpoles in my jar there. Me and the kids have got some tadpoles we're trying to raise up to be frogs. We're gonna see how that goes. Warmed me up a cup of leftover morning coffee. You see me take a swallow of it there. Gotta lay out what I'm cooking for supper, get that thawed the rest of the way out. And last night while I was gone, it looked like a bomb went off in my living room. Not sure what happened, but there appears to have been a struggle. So I got to get all this picked up. It stresses me out, like, to have it like this. Like, it really, really stresses me out. So I'm just putting things away, and more things will go back to the kids' room. But right now, I'm just trying to get it where I can at least vacuum and have a place to walk. So this is a real vulnerable side of me, guys. So I wanted to share with y'all this is real life. And I was pouring the pigs' milk in their bucket to take down to them. And guess what? More dishes that I'm adding to the sink. And then I gotta fill up my bucket because I'm gonna go milk the cow after I feed the pigs. Off to feed the pigs. They get so excited because they know what's coming when they see that bucket. They love the milk. Usually I add them in some eggs too, but I didn't today. They just get milk and feed today. And if they ever learned how to jump, especially those black ones right there, you see them standing up, they'd be out of there. I've never seen pigs quite like that. Usually they stand up on the side of the wall. Now it's time to milk. got done with the pigs, got to milk the cow. She was a little ornery today, but not bad, not bad. We had a pretty good day. After milking, I let them out on the fence line. We've got a temporary fence set up down a different area of the fence line that's got some nice grass. So Candy and Belle get to go out there, and they usually get pretty excited about it. They know when I open that gate, you know, they've got used to going out there after their supper. You can see Belle. She gets happy. Now, closing the gate. My chickens are down in this area now, so got to get the eggs. But you can see them down that fence line there in that nice grass that they've got to graze, and our one strand of wire there. If you wonder what that dark spot is where our chickens are, that was where a hay roll was for the cows. The chickens have done an excellent job cleaning that up for us and spreading out that hay. They follow me like they're starving constantly. Promise they're not. Time to strain the milk and get it in the fridge as quick as possible. She's not been giving me quite as much as normal. I think she may be trying to dry herself up. She's been in milk for 16 months, so. I got bacon wrapped sweet roll, pork sweet roll. I'm gonna lay a little rosemary on top that I went out and got from my rosemary plant. It's probably what I like to save the sweet rolls whole, and so that's what we're having tonight. We're also gonna have some baked sweet potatoes. These kept really good in my basement, so I'm pretty tickled with how the sweet potatoes kept. These are from last year, our sweet potato harvest from last year, so just washing all that dirt off of them. Because when you store potatoes, it's best to store them with the dirt on them. So they're still dirty, but I got them good and clean. I'm gonna pat them dry a little bit and add some olive oil. Then I'll just make sure the potato skin is covered in that olive oil. And then into the oven they go. Don't really put a time limit on it. I check them about every 20 minutes to see if they're fork tender. And once they are, I go ahead and get them out. So we're having also my home canned green beans. These are actually green beans from 21. We're still working on those. I try to use the oldest ones first. As long as that seal is still good and locked and I hear the suction release when I open that jar, I'm not scared to eat these, y'all. So get those on the stove, throw a little chunk of salt meat in there, put a little salt, and I let them cook till the water goes out of them. And guess what? We're washing dishes again. When you live this lifestyle, there are so many dishes, but it's something I had to get used to because you just think about it, like milk jugs we throw away, tin cans we throw away, and see, all my stuff is stored in the reusable jars, so my dishes pile up pretty quickly. I have the milk bucket every day to wash. So now we're going to do a little reading and a little schooling while supper's cooking. It'll take that sweet roll and them potatoes a little while to get done. So we've been learning about plants lately, and so we're all taking turns reading about plants and talking and laughing about plants. Where I had to work so long today, school did not last quite as long as it normally does. We worked for about 30 minutes, but then, they took back off to play. They tickle me. They love each other so much. And we love to talk through the book, and it's not just about reading. We talk about it, and like what we were learning about today was acorns and how they turn into a tree. This is what it's all about, y'all. The children. Here's a nice picture of my supper. It was good too, y'all. Usually let Candy and Belle only graze about 2 or 3 hours over here on the side because I don't have a way to get water over there to them. So I'll come back down here. I'm going to let them back out so they can go get them some water. They kind of got the routine down though. Checking on my little broody hen. She's still got a little feed left, and checking, make sure she's still got water. Jacob and Maggie also found a little surprise. Y'all see there. And it's time to get these kids washed and get me a shower and relax for the evening. I appreciate y'all joining me today, and you can do this.